Centroid of an I sections, IPE. Hello everyone. Before we begin today's lesson, let's quickly connect this to what we learned in the previous video. In the last sessions, we worked with the composite sections and converted into the rectangular triangle. And you saw how easily its centroid could be calculated when the shapes are simple. Today, we are stepping into the more advanced and more practical shapes, the IPE, one of the most commonly used beam in real steel structures. And remember that the centroid is the heart of the section. A small mistake in the locating shift the natural axis. A shift natural axis means wrong bending stress, wrong shear stress, and potentially unsafe design. On our website, you can find a complete VIP structural design packages where we solve many beam and column sections step by step. If you are serious about mastering structural design, make sure to check them out. Now let's zoom into the slide and start the actual centroid calculations.
Our lessons are all connected to make learning easier. Follow our channel and website to the latest updates.
Remember the formula in the last video about the centroid shape? If you remember, the centroid of the is very important because a small mistake in locating it shift the natural axis. Shift natural axis means wrong bending stress and wrong shear stress and potentially unsafe design. You remember the formula. As you see in these pictures, you make the center calculation manageable. We split the section into the three parts, as you see. The first one is about top flank, and the second one is about the web at the part 2, and the third one is about the bottom flank. So we build the table from scratch. Part 1 is about the top flank, and the second one is the width about the web, and the third one is the bottom flank. We write the formula from the last video. As you see the table, we have the AI and the X and Y. The rows of this table as a number the shapes. For example, about the AI, the area of the first shapes, you can calculate it. The length of it is about 91 to the width is about 8 millimeter. The area, the shape 1 is 8 multiplied 91 is 728. Okay, about the A2, 5.3, and L. L is 8 millimeter. L is 180 minus 8 minus 8 is about 164. 164 multiplied 5.3 is about 869.2, as we see. Okay, and the last one, the part 3 bottom plank, is the same about the first one. Is about 8 millimeter and 91. 8 multiplied 91 is 728. We can write it. Okay, then at the wall of them is 2000 and 325.2. Okay, the total area is here. The next column is about the x. For the first shape, you can calculate it. Okay, 91 per 2 is about 45.5, and the second one is the same, and the last one is the same. Okay, the next column, the first column, and the third one, the center of these shapes, the part one, you want to calculate it out. The first one is about 8, and the next one is about 164, and the third one, the half of this one, 8 per 2 is 4. 134 plus 4 plus 8 is okay. In other words, you can see the whole of this length minus the half of this. 8 per 2 is 4. In other words, 176. Okay, we calculate the distance from the center of these shapes from the x direction, x axis, and the next one is about the part 2 for the shape 2. We want to calculate it. Okay, you can divide 100 and 180 per 2 is 90. Okay, and then the last one, you can calculate it. 8 per 2 is about the 4. Okay, finished. Remember the formula about the x and y? You see that a1 sigma ai xi is about ai a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3. Okay, and here is sigma ai. Sigma ai is here, and you can a1 x1 a2 x2 a3 x3. Okay, you can write them. X is 35.5 millimeter. The next one is about y, and about the center of these shapes, like the x. Okay, a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 per sigma ai. Sigma ai is here, and a1 y1 a1 y1 a2 y2 and a3 y3. Okay, you can calculate it. So the y is 90. You can click 45. You can draw the vertical line, and about the y is 90, the half of this value. This is the centroid of these shapes. Okay, that's so easy. In the next video, we will move one step deeper into the structure analysis. We will study different type of beam, how loads are applied, and most importantly, how the centroid you calculate today directly affect internal forces and support reactions. You will clearly see that without knowing the centroid, you cannot correctly determine bending moment and shear forces, or even the fundamental reaction and support. Okay, so make sure you follow the next lesson because it's connect today's centroid calculation to the real structure behavior. Okay. Thank you. Don't forget that the destination matter, but how you walk the patch defines you.
Our lessons are all connected to make learning easier. Follow our channel and website to the latest updates.